The first Duo Div Cup Opens of the season has just concluded, and to say we have a lot to talk about would be an understatement. So grab your snacks, buckle in. We got a lot of clips to go over, a lot of drama, and of course, a lot of it is centered around Peterbot and Pouyo. Real quick before this video starts though, please subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, as we try our best to upload daily competitive content for you guys, and we're currently on the road to 120,000 subscribers. So I truly do love and appreciate every single person that subs up to the channel. If you guys want to support me even more, the best way to do so is by using code KDOG in the Fortnite item shop. Make sure you guys follow me on my Twitch or come back here on the day of finals if you guys want to watch the NA finals with me. Without further ado though, let's start. Shout out to him. But let's get back to the Fortnite now in the duo that is currently in first place. I mean, what else could you even say at this point? They already broke the world record for the most points in the duo opens. It is Peterbot and Pouyo. They finished with exactly 1,200 points, won 4 out of their 18 matches, and got 240 total elims as well. I don't even know what to say right now. They really do look like they are just on a completely different level from any other duo. And we also got another Peterbot stream, so you know we got to see them in a lot of 2v2 fights versus other pros. So I want to roll those clips right now.
Dead.
Like, keep working on her bad.
He's trying to fight me now.
Yeah, you got that.
I got hit.
Oh, are you good?
Yeah, he just has the
down.
coin.
Pop a slur, pop a slur.
Yeah, I'm from Slurp and I'm fighting.
Yeah. I'm fizzing us.
Okay,
Hold.
We have to drop,
Yeah,
we have to drop.
Hold. In your box.
I'll just... Yeah, that's fizz. I know you can't build for you anymore. Bad. Like, I just can't, bro.
Like,
I'm trying to make space for you while you're fizzing. I just can't.
It's just over, bro. My life, I hate this guy. He's king. Yeah, GG. Bro, fuck you, Peter. Bro, on my life, Peter just kills my vibe, bro. Like this kid, bro.
50. I have 0 builds. Good match me.
killed one. Hit his body. He's in my box.
Yamzo and Agers. You're actually him for that. I did nothing.
He's just sitting above me, waiting. Bro, this shit is so broke. He's just sliding around on me the whole time. He has the exotic revolver, I think. He's going to you, he's going to you.
Fuck,
Well done.
fried ramen, brother. I'm low ground popping minis, ulti low.
Dead. 180. I died. Fuck. The Terminator's off.
That blue skin is so bad.
I just want to say, skill-wise and grind-wise, Peter looks like he might really be fully back. We saw him doing so many different solo clutches today, literally winning a game from first moving as a solo. There was one thing that did kind of concern me about this duo though, and I'm very interested to see how it is actually going to affect their future of playing together, especially if Peter is going to be streaming. And it is just Peter's community being so toxic to Pouyo. I know a lot of it can be trolls, but at the same time, literally any time Pouyo ended up going down, it was just instantly, his whole entire chat was flaming Pouyo. And it reminded me of one of the final duo cash cups we had right before Peterbot and Pouyo split. And Pouyo was kind of having a rough performance on the day and the whole chat was flaming him. And you can just tell the vibes were really off between them. And I hope that doesn't turn into like a similar situation to what we have, especially if Peter wants to stream. I'm simply just asking all of the Peter fans to please just chill out on Pouyo a little bit. Like, this is literally the best duo of all time playing together. We know that their playstyles complement each other so well. There's no reason to trash talk Pouyo just because he wasn't keeping up with Pouyo in opens. Like, it really doesn't matter that much. But yeah, this duo looks absolutely disgusting right now. The only team on either NA or EU to break 1,000 points, literally winning the opens by over 200 points. The duo in second place though is Peterbot's ex-trio mates trying to give them a run for their money of Ritual and Cold. They finished with 991 points, won 2 out of their 18 matches, and were the only team team to even kind of relatively keep up with Peter and Pouyo on elims. They finished with 187 total elims. We're gonna talk about Cold a lot more in a little bit also, because he also just looks absolutely primed up right now. And I have to admit, I cannot wait to see how this finals goes. Third place is Clicks in Higgs on 842. They're able to win 2 out of their 17 matches and get 118 total elims. I like the vibes on this duo as well. It seems like a lot of the vibes between all of our top teams right now are super good in between each other. Like even when we were talking about the chat flaming Pouyo earlier, it still seems like Peter and Pouyo are literally just having the time of their lives playing with each other again. And Peter is definitely glad he has somebody to grind with, and I can see that exact same thing from Clicks and Higgs as well. Higgs looks like he is really maturing as a player and becoming that IGO that Clicks needed for duos. And I'm really excited to see how they look in the finals as well. Fourth place is what could end up becoming the most underrated team in all of NA of Josh and Chance on 741 points. Fifth place was Rapid and Threat. Sixth place was Shadow and Tyler. Seventh place was Roxanne and Daxathon. Eighth place was Noxie and Mason. Ninth place was Skittles, and then rounding out the top 10 was Slepsy on 650. So this finals though is also just absolutely stacked. We have so many other big names in it as well, like 11th place of Epic Whale in Pump, Queasy and Thomas HD in 15th, qualifying out of EU to be able to make it onto NA. Booga and Craze in 16th, G Money and Rise in 27th, Acorn and Bolts in 29th, Visuals and Braves in 28th, Cooper and Kanata in 30th. And I said this in my video yesterday, so I have to say it again. No, Kanata did not officially drop Arc to play with Cooper, nothing like that. Arc just had to be able to qualify into Div 1 on NA Central, and I'm pretty sure he was able to do that. So next week we should finally get to see Kanata and Arc play together, and I'm so excited for that. For who Cooper is actually playing with, I don't think we have any 100% confirmation on that quite yet. But we also have like Adriz and Yamzo in 33rd, and then Victor V in Paper in 46th place. Yeah, and I almost forgot about Re and Curve in 42nd as well. I think there was really only one duo today that unfortunately was not able to qualify into the finals, and to be honest, it's not a team that I would expect not to make it. It was 68th place of Muzz and Sphinx on 456. They were not able to win any games, and they also finished with only 54 total elims. I'm really not fully sure what actually ended up going wrong for Muzz and Sphinx today. It is pretty surprising to me, especially on NA, when super good teams like this are not able to qualify out of a 2-day opens format. So hopefully they're able to recoup, come back next week, and make it into the finals. Taking a look at what the current finals map looks like now, we have some generational off spawns potentially. The biggest ones have to be like Booga and Craze versus Acorn and Bolts over here. We also have like Epic Whale and Pump versus Ritual and Cold. So the fight for Dystopia City is not ending even though we're in duos now. And then I also just don't know what in the world is going on at some of these other drop spots. Why is there 4 people contesting this split up here and then this down here as well? You guys know I record these videos as soon as the tournaments end, so a lot of these teams could definitely still change their drop spots, but this is looking like it's going to be turning out to be just an insane finals. Let's go over my predictions now, and starting off with in 5th place, I'm either going to be way too low on these guys or way too high on them. I'm going to predict Ritual and Cold to still finish inside of the top 5, even though they are contested by Epic Whale and Pump off spawn. Now in globals, when they were conned, we all know how that ended up going, but in the last Cash Cup before globals, I'm pretty sure Peterbot, Cold, and Ritual won like 5-1 versus Epic Whale, Victor V, and Paper. And I know Cold's off spawn rep is not necessarily the best, but I think they can still win off spawn like 4-2 and then be able to pull off a top 5. The rest of my teams that I'm predicting though are all uncontested teams. In 4th place, I'm gonna go with Kanata and Cooper. Don't necessarily love their drop spot. Cooper said it's still a good spot for Cash Cups, but they have the duo chemistry, and I'm excited to see how they look. Going on to my top 3 now, I'm gonna start off with Clicks and Higgs. Now this is really going to be a big prove it week for Clicks and Higgs here, because a lot of people right now are saying, why in the world would Clicks play with Higgs? Higgs doesn't even have any IGLing experience. There's no way this duo can ever win an FNCS. And so even though it's going to be their first set lobby finals together, I really want them to start off this season strong. And I am going to predict them to have a top 3 finish in the first Cash Cup of the season. Second place, I'm going to go with Adriz and Yamzo out of a fully uncontested Demon's Debris here. If this map stays like how it is right now, it looks like they could be getting like 7+ elims just on the teams that are contested around them. But I think it would be kind of dumb to predict anybody besides Peterbot and Pouyo to win the first Cash Cup of the season. Literally the greatest duo of all time. They just absolutely dominated the opens as well. They seem to have their confidence fully up. I don't think with them being fully uncontested and so many other good duos being conned, I can predict anybody besides them to win. Moving on to the final statistics now, I have to admit, these two dudes are just on a completely different level right now. The highest damage ratio is the damage ratio king himself of Cold with a 2.34. Just a little bit behind him though is Peterbot with a 2.19. And then the damage to players and the elims as well, nobody is even necessarily close to them. The most damage to players is Peterbot with 27,000, Cold only 1,000 damage behind him with 26,000. And then there is almost an 8,000 damage difference between Cold and Pouyo here, and then also on the elims. It's just literally insane. Peterbot has 135 elims while Cold has 130. This is why I'm still not ready to say that there is any other two players better in the entire world right now besides Peterbot and Cold. Like, I know everybody was super high on like MrSavage and Swizzy after globals, and they could have been the best players in that global championships, not taking anything away from them. But Peter and Cold to me are still the best players in the entire world. And every time we get stats like this, the conversations are always going to be, why is Peter not dropping Pouyo to play with Cold? Things like that. Peter has said himself on multiple occasions, he thinks Pouyo fits his playstyle better, and Cold just quite literally doesn't care to grind the game at all. And when you have somebody like Peter who wants to play every single region of tournaments, every single scrim session, the biggest motivation killer has to be playing with somebody that just doesn't care about the game. So even though there is a real chance that Peterbot and Cold would somehow be better than Peter and Pouyo, I think it is probably just better for them, and I mean, if we're being real, probably everybody else as well, if they just don't play with each other. But here's the rest of the stats if you guys care about any of these as well. Ritual had 104 assists, so he looks like he is playing absolutely in the perfect IGLing / support role to Cold as well. So excited to see how all of these duos look in the finals. Let's actually move on to how EU went now. And now on EU, I am excited. We have so many different storylines going into this week. Our first look at so many of these duos, and this is also just going to be so stacked as well. The duo that was able to finish in first place though, absolutely dominating the opens, was Sky and Scroll. They finished with 964 points, won 3 out of their 19 matches, and finished with the most elims in this entire opens, getting 135 total elims. These guys literally won opens today by over 200 points, which is just absolutely insane. So far, it seems like chemistry is the thing that is helping a lot of these duos early on right now. And even though it is just open, Sky and Scroll are looking very good. Another duo that continues to look very good is Malibuka and Panzer in second. They finished with 762 points, also won 3 matches, and got 95 total elims. Third place was Huddy and Fishy. Fourth place was Chino and Ferdoxy, potentially one of the scariest fighting teams that we are going to see in all of the finals. They finished with 740 points and got the second most elims in this tournament, getting 117 total elims. This duo with an uncon drop in finals could be one of the best teams in the entire world, and I am very excited to get the first look at them this weekend. Fifth place is Wheaton and Frizzy. Sixth place is Karama and Wurex. Seventh place is Howley and Dandapuzzo. Eighth place, another duo that I think has real win potential this weekend, is Wox and Pixie on 698 points. Now, I feel like a lot of people forgot that this duo did play with each other a couple of chapters ago when duos were a thing. That was kind of before both of their major breakouts though, and so now that they are both established good players, they already have the chemistry built up with each other. Their skill in general is just so much better than where it was back then. I know I might be speaking a little bit too far ahead of myself right now, but I wouldn't be surprised at all if Wox and Pixie won an FNCS in 2026. Ninth place is Prax, and then rounding out the top 10 is Kiro and Bevies on 688 points. So I did say that this duo finals is stacked, and I really did mean that, because in 13th place we have Pix and Demus on 654, 15th place of Vidil and Focus on 647. I said this in yesterday's video, but I know all of you guys probably weren't able to catch it. No, Vidil has not dropped Rezon yet. Rezon is just supposed to be going on vacation, and so he wasn't going to be able to play this weekly finals, but I'm assuming that he's going to be back in time for next week. So Vidil just decided that he needed a fill player, and Focus is still looking for a duo, so he played with him. 16th place was Hari and Cammy. 24th place, Trulex and Chicho, one of our best LAN duos in this entire tournament. Interested to see how they're actually going to look in Cash Cups though. 26th place of Combeck and Shark. 29th place of Pablo and Marius. 33rd place, one of the duos that I am most intrigued to watch this weekend, of Chap and Flixie. This in general, just anytime that we have two insane fighters, they're always going to catch my attention when it comes to especially set lobby finals. And I've seen a lot of clips of Vino really hyping up and praising Flixie for being just one of the most underrated players and one of the most underappreciated players in the entire game right now, especially with his IGLing / fighting ability.
But Flixie, I'll tell you right now, has Peterbot potential. Flixie has Peterbot potential. I think a lot of people miss that and think he's just a fucking sellout. But on my life, he has Peterbot potential. If he was 14, if I met that brother at 14, right, I would have fixed him. But, like, he's just too dumb. Flixie has Peterbot potential. No, Vico? Vico is more like Cold. Vico is literally an EU Cold. Cold is better than him, but if Vico fixed his, like, mental as well, like, he would be either better on Cold or on the same as.
So I'm hoping to see a big performance out of these guys this week. We also have like Swizzy and Vanya in 38th place, arguably the best duo in all of EU right now. Chris and Tini in 39th. Quizzy and Vino in 42nd, and then just barely being able to qualify, probably extending this duo's time playing with each other. In exactly 50th place, the last duo that was able to make it was MrSavage and Tayson on 534 points. I've already heard so many rumors about these guys splitting up, and I think that if these guys weren't even able to make it into the finals after week 1, there was a real possibility that they did end up splitting up. But now that they're in the finals, I think this is the chance for, if we're just being real, probably Tayson in this scenario to prove to MrSavage that they can be what they once were, and what I believe that they can be, a super good duo still. So excited to see how these guys are gonna look. And I mean, yeah, we really only had 3 big name duos that were not able to qualify, like 69th place of Seti and Yapko on 488 points. Definitely really unfortunate for them. I don't think these guys are going to be splitting up though, but a duo that we already have confirmation is going to be splitting up after just one singular week is 78th place of Pink and Rax. They finished with 469 points, won 1 out of their 20 matches, and only got 58 total elims. And we already got the tweet from Rax that does say looking for duo. So these guys have officially fully split up now. We also have Thomas HD and his duo of Hellfire in 97th. And then definitely probably one of the other biggest ones is 125th place of iDrop in MrSavage. He finished with only 385 points and only got 45 total elims in 20 matches. Would I necessarily be concerned about either one of these players? No, definitely not. It looks like iDrop and many other players, like I've been saying, are going through some very crazy sicknesses right now. And then MrSavage has also been very busy hyping up whatever his announcement is going to be in 6 days. And we also got a brand new trailer for that announcement as well.
Because everything is, it will just
bro, come downstairs real quick.
It's just so important to keep at it.
Bro, do you remember this clip from the old days? 220? MrSavage, MrSavage?
This is why I wanted to come outside.
Death!
Bro, this is why
I just wanted to show you some of our,
I
wanted to show you some of our memories, bro. Back in the day, you know?
Wait, hold on. Someone's calling me. Wait, it's Benji. Yo, what's up, Benji?
Yeah. Oh, what's up, bro? Bro, I just saw the clip of Mongrel on you. Are you good?
Bro, he just showed me that clip, bro. What is wrong with you guys, bro? What is wrong with you guys? Nah, I'm done, bro. Hey, before I hang up though, what code do you use in I'm Shop again? I forgot.
MrSavage, of course.
Come on, that's my boy right there, bro. Hey, thank you, man. Thank you. Hey, have a good day.
Now this trailer was really cool, giving like a throwback to a lot of his older memories. We even see like past teammates of Mongrel and Benji Fishy. It seems like the main conspiracies on what this announcement is looking like it's going to be right now, all of the signs are currently pointing to an icon skin. I saw some people that this means that like Mongrel and Savage are going to be doing again. I don't know if I'm ready to necessarily say that yet. I still really don't know what this could be as of now. And I am very interested on your guys' theories on it in the comment section down below. Let's actually move on to my predictions now. Also, just another random tangent that I wanted to show you guys before I make my predictions is Queasy ended up tweeting out quote for Div 1 finals going Canyon with Vino, and then he also added 11 and he said streaming finals on my Twitch. Peter responded with we will be watching with like this picture of Vino here. Queasy ended up responding with the picture of him getting awarded with his medal and the global championship trophy in his hand. This is a tough picture, I can't even lie. And then Peter responded with Peterbot staring down Queasy, kind of going back and forth, just taking shots at each other here. And then Queasy ended up responding with like an edit of him getting second, and then finally being able to pull off the win. Of course, I mean, Queasy and Peter have been working together with their coach of Raz for so long now, so it's just some pretty funny, friendly banter here. I just thought it was funny though, and I mean, I wanted to show it to you guys as well. Now just look at this map, man. Duos are really back. This is beautiful, man. We got a lot of people contested though. We got probably our biggest off spawn fight that I just want to start off with right here. Swizzy and Vanya versus MrSavage and Tayson fighting off spawn for the hive here. This is going to be the biggest fight of the week on EU especially. We also just got a lot of other good duos though that are conned, like Chap and Flixie versus Kirwa and Hedra. We have Hris and Teeny contested by Snazy and Scary. Sky and Scroll are triple contested up here. Revsguard is conned. And I'm not even gonna try to predict a lot of these off spawn fights, especially for this week, just because I have literally no clue how these fights are gonna look. Let's go to my top 5 predictions though, and the duo that I want to start off with in my 5th place spot is a duo that always looks super good in duos, and that is Pix and Demon. Now they just spent an entire year building up that chemistry in trios. Going into duos now, I think they're gonna look very solid. They have this part up here of the rainbow split completely uncontested as of right now. Also, like I said earlier, this is gonna be the hardest week to predict in general. The duo that I'm going with in my 4th place spot though is landing just above them of Hari and Cammy, getting a fully uncontested bridge split. I really am betting on just pure chemistry a lot for my week 1 predictions, and very similar to Pix and Demis, Cammy and Hari just played an entire year together. I'm very excited to see what they can do in duos now. Moving on to my top 3 is all 3 teams that I think have FNCS winning potential and even Cash Cup winning potential as well. Starting off with, I'm gonna go with Wox and Pixie in 3rd place out of a fully uncontested OXR base. Very excited to see how these guys look in a set lobby finals. Moving on to my 2nd place spot though, I'm gonna go with Chino and Froxy. I like their drop spot, love their fragging capabilities. They look like one of the best teams in trios. There's no reason why they can't show that same skill in duos. But for my 1st place team, I'm gonna go for the storylines. I'm gonna say that Queasy and Vino take home the first Cash Cup finals win of the season. They're fully uncontested down here at Canyons Crossing. They're historically probably the best duo in this entire lobby, and that is why I am predicting them to win week 1. Let's move on to the final statistics here now, and as always, make sure you guys take these with a grain of salt because it's a little bit difficult to know when the Asarian stats are like fully updated. This should be the cumulative leaderboard though. The highest damage ratio was Sky with a 2.34. He also had the most damage to players with 24,091, and if this is accurate and he really finished with 6,000 more damage than anybody else, then like, oh my goodness, Sky looks absolutely primed up in duos. He also seems to have just absolutely dominated the elim category as well, finishing with 82 total elims, which was 20 more than Ferdoxy. Sky also tied for the most assists of 94 with his teammate of Scroll, and then here are all of the other stats as well if you guys are curious. Remember though, make sure you guys follow me on my Twitch or come back here on the day of finals if you guys want to watch these duo set lobby finals with me for NA. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, as we try our best to upload daily competitive content for you guys, and we are on the road to 120,000 subscribers. If you guys want to support me even more, far and away the best way to do so is by doing what it says down below me right here. Please use code KDOG in the Fortnite item shop. YouTube sells enjoying winning 2 videos up on the screen right now, so go check them out if you guys haven't already. Thank God for another day. God bless you guys, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.